Nick Mason, Pink Floyd's drumming legend, doesn't just create music, he chases adrenaline behind the wheel of some of the rarest cars on Earth. His $296 million collection is a heart-racing saga of Le Mans winners, Hollywood icons, and vintage beasts that defy time. These machines don't sit in a dusty garage. Mason races them, crashes them, and loves every moment. From a Ferrari that survived a fiery film set to a McLaren he smashed at Goodwood, this is the wildest garage in the world. 1935 Aston Martin Ulster, powered by a 1.5-liter inline-4 engine producing 86 horsepower. This scrappy beast was built for agility, not comfort, with no air conditioning, no plush seats, and a quirky throttle-in-the-middle layout that challenged even the boldest drivers. Only 21 Ulsters were ever crafted, 7 as factory race cars designed to dominate. Nick Mason owns 2, LM17 and LM18, and his daughter Chloe holds LM21, making the Mason family stewards of 3 of the rarest cars ever built. Acquired in 1973, these cars were Mason's entry into the world of historic racing, a passion that burns as bright as his music. Valued at $3 million in 2019, the Ulsters are kept in fighting shape by Mason's Team 10, ready to roar at events like the Goodwood Revival. With a reversed gear layout and a top speed exceeding 100 mph, driving one is like taming a wild stallion. Raw, intense, and unforgettable. The Ulster's lightweight chassis, weighing just 750 kilo, gave it an edge in pre-war races, finishing 3rd in its class at the 1935 Le Mans. Mason's LM17 was driven by Pat Driscoll and Tommy Clark, while LM18 saw action at Brooklands, cementing its legacy. Every time Mason takes the wheel, he feels the pulse of those early racers, their courage echoing through the open cockpit. The emotional weight is profound. Pride in preserving a legend, awe at its survival, and pure joy in pushing it to its limits. The Ulster's engineering was revolutionary. Designed by Augustus Bertelli, Aston Martin's visionary engineer. Its low-slung chassis and hand-beaten aluminum body were cutting-edge, optimized for aerodynamics and speed. Mason's team has preserved original components, including the 4-speed crash gearbox and wire-spoke wheels, ensuring authenticity. At Goodwood, the Ulsters weave through modern supercars, their defiant roar a reminder of racing's raw beginnings. Mason's LM17 once competed in the 1935 Ulster TT, a grueling race that tested driver and machine. LM18, with its racing scars, tells stories of Brooklands' banked oval, where it hit speeds unthinkable for its era. 1927 Bugatti Type 35B. Bought as a pile of parts in the 1970s, he rebuilt it around its original chassis 4826, and raced it in the 1980s, living the dream of every car enthusiast. Its 2.3-liter supercharged inline-8 engine delivered 140 horsepower, hitting 134 mph in the 1920s, a time when most cars struggled to reach 60. Starting it requires hand-pumping the fuel pressure, a ritual that bonds driver to machine. Only a handful of Type 35Bs survive, fetching $4 to $5 million at auctions. But Mason keeps his roaring on tracks like Monaco Historique. The Type 35B's sleek design, exposed wheels, low-slung body, and vibrant blue livery is pure art. Its racing pedigree includes over 1,000 victories, including the 1926 Grand Prix World Championship. Mason's car competed in the 1928 Targa Florio, driven by Louis Chiron, and its agility made it a favorite for privateers. Driving it, Mason channels the spirit of those early racers, their fearlessness pulsing through the steering wheel. The emotional connection is electric. Pride in reviving a legend, thrill in its raw power, and joy in its timeless beauty. For Mason, the Bugatti is a bridge to the 1920s, When speed was a daring new frontier, the restoration was a Herculean task, with Mason's team scouring Europe for rare parts, including the supercharger that gives the car its distinctive whine. The Type 35B's lightweight chassis at 750 kilos and its advanced suspension made it a track dominator. Mason's example has raced at Goodwood Festival of Speed and the Monaco Grand Prix Historique, where its speed and elegance captivate crowds. In the 1980s, he pushed it to its limits in historic races, battling other vintage cars on tracks like Brands Hatch. The Bugatti's supercharged engine, a marvel of Ettore Bugatti's engineering, still delivers a visceral thrill, its roar echoing the 1920s. For Mason, it's not just a car, it's a testament to a golden age of motorsport, kept alive by his unrelenting passion. 1901 Panhard 5L. It is the oldest car in his collection and a star of the 54-mile London to Brighton veteran car run every November. With its regal Rue de Belge coachwork, wooden wheels wrapped in brass, and a 5-liter twin-cylinder engine producing 24 horsepower, this French marvel is a testament to the birth of the automobile. Mason bought it on the advice of American car enthusiast Joel Finn to join the historic run, and it's been defying expectations ever since. Loaded with friends, family, and mechanics, it tackles steep hills with a stubborn growl, proving that age is just a number. Driving the Panhard is like stepping into 1901, when cars were a bold experiment. The hand-crank starter, exposed engine, and leather seats worn by time create a visceral connection to the past. Mason's crew laughs and cheers as they navigate the route, the car's chugging rhythm a reminder of human ingenuity. The emotional pull is immense. Nostalgia for the dawn of motoring, admiration for the car's resilience, and the thrill of keeping history alive. For Mason, the Panhard isn't just a car. It's a journey through time, shared with those he loves. Built by Panhard et Levasseur, one of France's first carmakers, the 5L, chassis 1234, was a luxury vehicle favored by aristocrats and adventurers. Its massive engine offered unmatched reliability for an era when roads were barely paved. Mason's example has been restored with care, its brass fittings polished to a mirror shine, and its wooden frame reinforced to withstand the run. The veteran car run, established in 1896 to celebrate the end of restrictive speed laws, is the world's oldest motoring event. Mason's Panhard has been a regular since the 1980s, completing the route in about 8 hours. Its slow pace a stark contrast to his modern racers. Crowds cheer as it crosses the finish line in Brighton, a testament to its endurance. 1953. Ferrari 250 mm. It was forged for the brutal Carrera Panamericana, a 2,000-mile rally across Mexico's unforgiving terrain. Its 3.0-liter Colombo V12 engine, producing 240 horsepower, could hit 150 mph, making it a titan in the early 1950s. Only 31 were built, and Mason's chassis 03.12 meters, acquired in 2011 after 3 meticulous restorations, is a masterpiece. The Spanish phrase "no hay dus" adorns its nose, a bold claim backed by its racing prowess. Valued at $5 to $7 million, it shines at shows like Pebble Beach, but its true power lies in its story. The 250 meters history is one of courage and endurance. It raced in the 1953 Carrera Panamericana, navigating cliffs and deserts with drivers like Phil Hill, who praised its balance and power. Mason's example has been restored to its original red livery, with chrome details and a polished V12 that gleams under the hood. Driving it, Mason feels the ghosts of those Mexican racers, their daring etched into every curve. The emotional weight is profound, awe at its survival, pride in its legacy, and the thrill of owning a Ferrari that defined an era. For Mason, the 250mm is a warrior, a reminder of racing's fearless past. The restoration process was a saga, involving 3 overhauls to repair damage from its racing days. Mason's team sourced original Colombo parts, including the V12's Weber carburetors, to preserve its distinctive roar. The car's Spartan interior, with leather seats and exposed metal, reflects its racing roots. At Pebble Beach, it draws crowds who marvel at its history, from Mexico's dusty roads to Ferrari's early dominance. Mason has displayed it at events like the Cavallino Classic, where its provenance as a Carrera Panamericana veteran earns accolades. The 250mm lightweight chassis at 900 kilos and its 4-speed gearbox made it a formidable competitor. For Mason, it's a symbol of Ferrari's rise, a car he celebrates by sharing its story with the world. 1955. Jaguar D-Type. It is a 3-time Le Mans winner worth over $10 million. Its 3.4-liter inline-6 engine, producing 250 horsepower and revolutionary monocoque chassis, made it a legend. Acquired in 1976 in a trade deal, it raced at Daytona and Nassau, but now appears at Goodwood, or leisurely drives. With just 40,000 miles, it's a rare survivor that could fetch 8 figures at auction. Mason calls it one of the most beautiful sports racing cars ever built, and its finned design proves him right. The D-Type's history is pure glory. It won Le Mans in 1955, 1956, and 1957, driven by legends like Mike Hawthorne. Mason's example was a factory team car, its green livery iconic. Driving it, he feels the roar of the Le Mans crowd, the weight of those victories in every gear shift. The emotional pull is immense. Reverence for its history, pride in its beauty, and thrill in its power. For Mason, the D-Type is a love letter to racing's golden age, a car that embodies speed and grace. The restoration preserved its XK engine and disc brakes, a Jaguar innovation that revolutionized racing. At the Mille Miglia Storica, its sleek silhouette draws crowds. Mason's D-Type competed in the 1955 Sebring 12 Hours, finishing second, and its aerodynamic fin, designed by Malcolm Sayer, set it apart. The car's monocoque construction, weighing 800 kg, was a game-changer, offering unmatched strength. Mason drives it sparingly, respecting its rarity. But when he does, it's a spectacle. A reminder that some cars are born to race. 1957. Maserati 250F. Voted the greatest racing car ever in 2009. It is a crown jewel in Mason's collection. Only 26 were built, and Mason's chassis 2529 was raced by legends like Juan Manuel Fangio and Sterling Moss. Its 2.5-liter inline-6 engine delivered 270 horsepower, dominating tracks like Monaco and Nürburgring. Mason raced it at Silverstone in the late 1980s, feeling the rush of F1's golden age. Valued at over $3 million, this car is a piece of motorsport history, but Mason keeps it alive on the track. The 250F's design is breathtaking, sleek, red, and built for speed. It won the 1957 Argentine Grand Prix, helping Fangio secure his 5th World Championship. Mason's example has been meticulously maintained, with its original gearbox and drum brakes preserved. Driving it, he channels Fangio's precision, the car's agility a testament to Maserati's engineering. The emotional connection is intense. Pride in owning an F1 icon, thrill in its raw performance, and joy in sharing it at Goodwood. For Mason, the 250F is a living legend, a tribute to an era when drivers were heroes. 1996 McLaren F1 GTR. It is one of 28 built. Used as McLaren's press and development car for the 1996 Le Mans, it was traded to Mason by Ron Dennis, reportedly for an Indy car. Converted to street-legal status by Lanzante with a custom plate, its 6.1-liter V12 engine delivers over 600 horsepower. Mason crashed it at Goodwood in 2017 during a parade lap, but it was fully restored by 2022, ready to roar again. The F1 GTR is a symbol of Mason's daring. Making a race car street-legal and driving it, then rebuilding it after a crash, shows his love for the thrill. The crash was a heart-stopping moment, but the restoration was a triumph. Driving it, Mason feels the adrenaline of Le Mans, the pride of owning a one-of-a-kind machine, and the joy of defying convention. The emotional roller coaster makes this car a living story. 1970 Ferrari 523 is the car that burned in Steve McQueen's 1971 film Le Mans. Its 5.0-liter V12 engine delivered 550 horsepower, making it a Le Mans contender in 1970. Damaged on set, it was restored to its original glory, every detail intact. One of 25 built, it's a rare gem in Mason's collection, a star of both the racetrack and cinema. Its red livery and aerodynamic curves make it a crowd-pleaser at Goodwood. Owning the Le Mans Ferrari is like holding history. Driving it, Mason feels like McQueen, reliving the film's intensity and the races that inspired it. The emotional weight is profound, awe at its survival, pride in its restoration, and joy in its legacy. The 512S competed against Porsche's 917s in 1970. Its V12 roar unforgettable. Restoration involved sourcing original parts and recreating its film-era livery, a years-long process. At the Goodwood Festival of Speed, fans flock to see the car that starred with McQueen, and Mason's pride is palpable. The 512S was designed to challenge Porsche's dominance in endurance racing, with a lightweight chassis and advanced aerodynamics. Mason's example raced at Spa and Monza before its Hollywood debut. The fire during Le Mans filming damaged its bodywork, but Mason's team rebuilt it with meticulous care, preserving its original Weber carburetors and magnesium wheels. 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. Today, it's worth over $50 million, one of 36 built. Its 3.0-liter V12 engine, producing 300 horsepower, won Le Mans, Sebring, and 3 world championships. Mason races it at Goodwood Revival, letting fans get close with no barriers. People have got to enjoy these things, his mechanic says. He's as famous for this car as for Pink Floyd, and he still drives it, living every enthusiast's dream. The 250 GTO's victories include the 1962 Tour de France automobile and 1963 Targa Florio. Mason's example was raced by privateers, its red livery iconic. Driving it, he feels the weight of its triumphs, the thrill of its power, and the joy of sharing it. The emotional connection is overwhelming, pride in a masterpiece, awe at its history, and love for its beauty. Maintained with its original engine and gearbox, it's a collector's holy grail. At Le Mans Classic, its presence draws crowds, a testament to Mason's passion for driving, not displaying. The 250 GTO's design, by Giotto Bizzarini and Sergio Scaglietti, is a work of art. With a low profile and perfect proportions, its 300 horsepower V12, paired with a 5-speed gearbox, made it untouchable in its era. Mason's car competed in the 1962 Goodwood Tourist Trophy, finishing first in class. The restoration process preserved its original Testarossa engine, a marvel of Ferrari engineering. Mason's hands-on approach, including driving it at the 2018 GTO 60th Anniversary Tour, shows his commitment to keeping it alive. The 250 GTO is the heart of his collection, a symbol of his lifelong love for speed. Nick Mason's $296 million car collection is more than a garage. It's a living saga of speed, history, and passion. From the 1901 Panhard chugging through Brighton to the Ferrari 250 GTO roaring at Goodwood, these cars are Mason's heart and soul. He's not just a rock star, he's a guardian of automotive heritage, racing million-dollar legends because they were meant to be driven. Want to stay in the fast lane with more epic car stories? Subscribe now and join the ride.
Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into Hollywood's hidden history.